That's got to be a good one. Wow. That's a tight cat. Look at the size of that one.
A question what people always ask me, why do I only ever target bass? Well, the answer to that, I'm addicted to bass fishing. I've done a lot of different fishing over the years, but there's only one fish what makes me want to hunt it, and that's a bass. You know, you got all the different species. I could go out to wrecks, reefs, I could catch pollock and all that any time of the day at certain places, but they do not interest me. The only fish what really interests me is a bass. They are unpredictable where they're going to be. You can spend hours out there looking for them, and I mean hours, and you may not even catch one. And it's all down to going through your box of lures, finding that right lure on the day. Now, I'm not wanting to bait fishing, I find that very boring, but to go out there and I'm casting out a lure all the time and working it through the water, there's nothing more than satisfying in doing that to me. It's like this year's been a right game changer. I wish I started using the hard plastics years and years ago, especially the surface ones. Unbelievable when you watch that bass come up and take it. It's something you can only experience when you've done it with an hard plastic. It's amazing. I've learned a few things this year with my fishing is don't think about where I'm going to go on the day I go out. Now, where I used to plan where I'm always going to go fishing, like, I've always had crap sessions, put it bluntly. This year, well, near the end of the year, I just started paddling out, and I'll go where my gut wants me to go. And if my gut tells me to stay in one area for 4 or 5 hours, I do that now, and I always catch a nice bass. It's strange, I know, but it's true. It's strange. My gut will tell me don't give up on that area. I'll just keep getting these gut feelings. Don't move from that area. Stay there. You're going to get one. And it's paid off for me this year, big time. And the thing about bass fishing off a kayak, you're so, you're just above the surface of the water, and it's amazing when you get a bass on. Those bass what will turn your kayak around and all, turn you around. It's amazing. You're only ever going to experience that on a kayak. On a boat, there's no way a bass is going to turn a boat around. But when you're on the kayak, you go out there and it's a nice quiet day, you haven't got many boats around and that with their noisy engines, it is beautiful being out there. You're so close, you're just sat on the water, and all of a sudden you get a bass on, and that bass is giving you a nice fight, turning your kayak around, you can't not beat it. But the downfall is there's other days you can go out there, you can put in a lot of miles. Like if you watch a lot of my videos, I do travel a lot of miles some days. You may not catch nothing, but that's all part of fishing. But the fascination I get from bass fishing is unbelievable. Bass fishing is just amazing thing. Trying to find them, thinking all the time when you're out there, right, you want somewhere where the water's running and somewhere where it's a lot of rocks and that. It's just an amazing experience. And then, right, I'm gonna cast into like 5 foot of water, and people will think, well, you won't get a fish in 5 foot of water, but you do. You get some nice bass in 5 foot of water, and it's like the lures going through your box of lures as the day goes on. You know, you go for a more and you haven't had one fish, and then all of a sudden you go back to a lure what you started on with that day, and then you start catching the bass. It's unbelievable. They are one very addictive fish, and I could never ever see myself being so interested in another fish like I am bass. Or every time I'm out in the water, that's all I'm targeting. I just want to find bass, and it's just that day when you find them and you have a good session. You may not catch a lot of them, but you might get 2 or 3 good ones, and that just sets you off for the day. So all I'm going to say, I hope you enjoy this little video I put together of me catching bass and why I find it so addictive. And I'll catch you all in the new year.
Wanker. Wanker. Wanker!